Good afternoon. Day 21 ended quite early, actually. It is only the second time that the session has ended before 5 p.m. The first one, if you recall, was on Valentine's Day, which was also incidentally the 88th birthday of presiding officer Juan Ponce Enrile, and it was dismissed early in his honor. Today, however, it ended early for a completely different reason. In fact, today was a lot less eventful than Day 20 yesterday. And it was largely because of, to the defense, the unpreparedness of the prosecution. The prosecution moved on to Article 3, which is the alleged flip-flopping of the Supreme Court on cases already decided on by the High Tribunal. They presented, or should I say tried to present, Philippine Airlines Vice President of Sales Enrique Javier in the prosecution's attempt to prove that special privileges were given to Corona while FASAP versus PAL case was still pending. Presiding officer Juan Ponce Enrile, however, denied that Javier could testify, agreeing with the defense that his testimony is irrelevant because free travel benefits were not included in the charges against him or under Article 3. Now, despite claims of the prosecution that his testimonies would help prove Corona's partiality in favor of PAL, the witness was then discharged. Private prosecutor Marlon Manuel, however, told the court what the witness would have said. He said that a PAL Platinum travel card issued to Corona in 2010 was used for 12 round-trip travels. He was attempting to shed light on benefits Corona allegedly received in exchange of modifications to the Supreme Court's decision. Originally, the Supreme Court had favored FASAP, but then recently, they say, the prosecution says, because of benefits, changed in favor of PAL. Now, Enrile said the evidence enumerated meant nothing as it assumes something not yet established. In Enrile's words, "I consider this a trash. Let it be part of your manifestation." He then lectured the prosecution anew about the defects under articles of impeachment and even suggested that the prosecution modify them. Assistant Manager of BPI, or Bank of the Philippine Islands Ayala Branch Manager Mara Asila, also came to submit the monthly statements of Corona to the court as requested by the senator judges. The prosecution left Article 2 with reservations on the temporary restraining order issued by the Supreme Court regarding Corona's foreign accounts and the 8 additional accounts of Corona and PS Bank that have not yet been marked. Now, there are also talks here in the Senate about alleged tweets coming from Defense Counsel Judd Roy. And those tweets, Roy, or the account that allegedly he owns, tweeted bashing members of the prosecution as well as senator judges. Roy has denied that the account is his. He said that defense spokesperson Karen Jimeno and lead counsel Serafin Cuevas also has Twitter accounts under their name, and these are all just a part of black propaganda against them. Now, earlier, Cuevas also raised concerns about senator judges speaking for more than 2 minutes, but that was only a minor concern to what he then said after that. He also said defense and prosecution should be able to object to questions of senator judges, saying a mistrial is possible otherwise. Now, if you recall, the word mistrial, this is not the first time, rather, that this word has been uttered by the defense. The first time was when 5 senator judges were accused of partiality by the defense. That was the first time they said that a mistrial is possible. Now, defense spokesperson Tranquil Salvador III, in an earlier press conference, emphasized that they do not want a mistrial, and it does not mean they will ask for one, but that lead counsel Serafin Cuevas is merely protecting the rights of Corona. Enrile says they will discuss this issue in a caucus. The prosecution also adopted PS Bank President Pascual Garcia III as their own witness. Now, if you remember, there was a debate yesterday about whose witness Garcia is, if he would be the courts or the prosecutions. Tomorrow, we can expect more witnesses for Article 3 and hopefully a more fruitful session. Thank you for staying with us today at Rappler.com. Follow us on Twitter at Rappler.com for live